Hello everyone. Here I am. I am I'm Anne. Well, my real name is Aminur Halisa, but I used to be called Anne all the time. Well, here I am. I want to tell you a lot of things about answering IELTS question. This is one of my English class tasks, so yeah, I'm gonna tell you here. So there's kind of question that asks you about how to answer a question that asks you about your opinion. So there is a six step to answer it. So the answer is good or better in a reader point of view. So sixth step is first explain your point of view, and secondly, you tell them about a relevant example and then explaining how or why something could happen and saying what would or could or should or might happen and suggesting a solution to a problem and then explaining another side of the issue. So you may ask like why we have to tell them that, why we have to answer it with that. Well, I'm gonna answer you here. So the first one, why starting with explanation of your own view? Well, it's because your point of view can be support argument and tell the reader why your argument is relevant and important, and then giving a relevant example for what we giving them a relevant and I'm sorry. Why we have to give in a relevant example is because, well, human have curiosity, and it can support our opinion from our example, like how real the problem is, and tell them what kind of the problem is, because maybe not ever they never experienced the problem before. Yeah. And then explaining how or why something can happen. Well, they have to know the reason of the problem, right? Because there's always a relationship between two things that makes something else happen. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? So people should know that. People should know what the real thing is um, that could create that kind of problem. And then saying what would or could or should or might happen. It's because it's a clue. It's a clue for the reader how far the problem can be, how much damage of the problem can make. So people can understand how bad is it, that kind of problem. Yeah. And then suggesting a solution to a problem. Yeah, it's because as simple, you have to tell them the solution of the problem, right? Because if there is a problem, there must be a solution. And I think it's one sorry it's I think it's one kind of part when you tell them how critical you are for a problem, from that problem, how far you can solve how far you can solve the problem, how far you can find a solution from that kind of problem. And then the last thing, explain other side of the issue. Why we have to? I mean, it's not our I mean, it's not our really side, right? But we have to explain. Yeah, that's because there's many kind of point of view in this world, and people have to know. So people can have a point of view too. They can stand this which side they are. But we have to suggest them to be in our side because that's our opinion. And giving them another point of view is because it can help them to know another kind of solution that can be used for the problem. So there is an explanation from me about why you have to answer the question that way. But if you're asking like why it's like you are talking to someone, why you give them a solution, why you give them your point of view, like blah blah blah. Well, the answer is because we have to make it clear. We have to make it clear that the reader is understand what we are really saying, so we can have a good score on our IELTS. Yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching me. I'm sorry if I'm not good enough at this video, but yeah, bye.